Hello, Galaxy, or should I say hello, creators, my fellow entrepreneurs, potential content-preneurs, those who may use the internet to propel their own business forward. You're watching another Creator Advocate live stream, a chance for you to ask me anything. Yes, even on today, of all days, an American holiday, Thanksgiving. I'm not going to say Turkey Day, because it's a little more than that. Moreover, I don't happen to eat turkey, so I can't really call it a turkey day. But I will say thank you for tuning in on any day. Thank you for asking questions. Thank you for your support. I thought that the basic topic for today's conversation, if we don't have any people tuning in live because they're too busy eating or stuffing their face with stuffing, as I was doing this morning after I wrapped up 2 other live video streams and 2 other YouTube channels, I just thought, well, I should probably talk to creators today as well. And I determine a creator, in a broad sense. I create content, so I'm a creator. But even as an entrepreneur who uses the internet, I'm a creator. I create a business. I create opportunities for me. I'm creating an opportunity for you to potentially ask questions. And if you're not even able to watch this live because you were busy at this time, which is fine, if you do have a question that I may be able to address in a future video, feel free to ask. Now, right now, I've got my live chat, sitting behind me, and so they may be talking about something completely different from what I may be talking about. Sorry, but I can't stream that channel. Oh, someone's talking about net neutrality, which was a topic that I dove in a little deeper on today, especially how it may relate to small businesses. You may be interested in that if your business is contingent on the internet, which I assume if you are a creator, it would be. But the topic that I thought I would start with, or maybe even stick with today, depending on how the live stream here plays out, is specifically in relation to Thanksgiving or a holiday. I have always had a difficult time pulling myself away from my business, from the thing that I needed to do, taking care of tasks. Sometimes a task is just tripping through a sentence without tripping over my words. Do we have the ability to take a break? Can we take vacations? I don't vacation well. Many people do. But when I recognize that if I'm not able to do something for the business, when I could do something for the business, I feel like I'm letting the business down. And yeah, a good chunk of my particular approach to business is creating. And so if I have an opportunity to do it on a day that I know not a lot of people are going to tune in live, I'm still going to do it live. I'm still going to do it. Because if I'm not, then I just feel like I'm not doing the business any favors. And yes, you can set up passive income. Although with live videos, passive income is not as prevalent an option as it could be. But I know that a lot of creators face the same problem. Similar hurdles, whether we're talking about live videos or not. In being unable to stop thinking about the business. Being unable to stop working. And for a long time, I felt bad about that. I felt bad that I couldn't stop thinking about working. Because to me, this working, it just doesn't feel like working. And that, I think, is what every creator would want to achieve, whether, you're choosing to create this way or create that or do business this way or that way. You never really want to feel like it's work, like it's an effort. The payoff isn't necessarily in getting what you may be able to achieve, but knowing what you can achieve. And I know I can achieve a level of satisfaction in just knowing that I did something. So going all the way back to the foundations of my own efforts in entrepreneurship and business. Even on holidays, when everybody else was taking a break, I was still doing it because I had to do it, because if I didn't do it then, something else wouldn't happen. I am in the situation, as are many independents, of having to wear many hats. And if I don't do something, it doesn't happen. There are definitely ways of setting things up such that you don't have to be so hands-on with your business. But even then, even when I was in those situations, I found it difficult to relax, found it difficult to not think about the business, not think about creating, not think about the next thing. And so in many ways, I feel like I get vacations or breaks or holidays when other people are working, because I take the time in off hours, and you're never really off as an entrepreneur. It's always on. It's difficult to explain that to someone who isn't an entrepreneur. It's difficult to say to someone, no, you don't understand. I'm always thinking about it. Like, if you're not always thinking about your business, I'm not going to say that you may have to think of a different line of work, but I'm not sure if you have that entrepreneurial spirit. And even when I'm not working, I'm thinking. I'm driving somewhere, I'm thinking. I'm taking a break. I'm sipping some tea or coffee or some other beverage or eating a meal. I'm thinking. In the back of my mind, I'm always firing to the point where I can't turn that off. It's impossible for me to turn that switch. And this, I think, has frustrated others around me more so than it's frustrated me, because I'm in it. I recognize what it is that I want to do and what I love doing, creating. And some people, may have suggested, well, that's not healthy. Don't get me wrong. It's not like that's the only thing I do 24/7. But I happen to take breaks in other ways. I happen to relax my brain, at other times. I don't need to wait for a holiday to take a breather. I mean, I'm lucky that, the holidays come along and weekends come along, certainly, because weekdays are typically more busy. But there's no simple on and off switch, I think, for a great many entrepreneurs. Content creators. We're always thinking through that lens. Or let me put it this way. If you don't, you may face other kinds of challenges in your efforts. Like, this is almost a part of me, where I'm thinking constantly. And I need something to think about. I can't think about nothing. Yeah, I can zone out for a little while, but inevitably, it's always, what could I do better? How could I fix this problem? How could I make this happen? That's it's always going. Even when you think I'm relaxing, even when you think I'm doing nothing, and I may very well be doing nothing, but in the back of my head, I'm always thinking. So yes, I could have taken a holiday, but I'm not sure that entrepreneurs have that as a luxury. Being able to take a breather. Being able to set something aside to do something else. At least for, a full day. It's never really been a problem for me, as much as it has been for others, because I've been able to accommodate it. I'm like, well, wait, why would I set this aside and decide that I'm not going to do something today when I love doing that thing? Just because it's a holiday? I can't love doing that thing? Everything that I do, and this is very much an entrepreneurial thing, goes, through that lens. I see the world a different way. You see the world a different way. If you're someone who has a business, your own business, in whatever way, or if you are a creator, if you create things, if you make things happen on your own volition, and you are at the heart of it, that's at the heart of you as well. And that's something that I thought would be relevant to talk about today, because not a lot of people do understand that. Even the people who are around me, it takes a while for me to explain that particular approach to life, because to me this isn't as much a job. It may be a career, but it's not a task. I don't know if content creators can take vacations, because I think we're always thinking. I don't know if entrepreneurs can take a break, because we're always thinking, we're always doing, we're always making, we're always creating. So don't feel bad if even on a Thanksgiving holiday or any random holiday, you don't feel like taking a holiday. You don't need to take a break from this stuff, because I can tell you this, I don't, and I'm okay with that. Someone else may have an issue with it, but you know what? That's their issue, not mine. No one should say what you can and cannot feel, how you feel about the things you do. And honestly, I hope you stay uplifted in relation to your own creator-driven efforts, your own business, your own feeling in striving towards independence. I almost said interdependence, but I'm not sure if that was exactly the word I was looking for. So I knew this was going to be a short live stream today. Thank you for tuning in, if you did. I assume you did because you watched this deeply into the video. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up because I have more stuffing to stuff into my face, assuming I still have some stuffing left downstairs, and tell you that I do love you. I appreciate you. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices, so long as you're thinking about them and thinking about me as I'm thinking about you. May the Force be with you.